IEBC Chair Wafula Chebukati that declared DP route of President-elect has been disputed by the other political faction, which is the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition. Now led by the coalition's flag bearer Raila Odinga, the Azimio team says the election was marred by massive irregularities in disregard to the constitution, threatening to move to the Supreme Court to seek legal redress. Now the team, represented by a contingent of lawyers, is set to file the petition on Monday. The Supreme Court battle has already been set in motion, led by the Azimio flag bearer and self-proclaimed champion of democracy, Raila Odinga. Odinga, who is disputing the August 9th general elections, is moving to the apex court to seek justice to what he terms as a sham process that disregards the rule of law and democracy. According to Odinga, his team will file at the Supreme Court documents and material evidence aimed at convincing the 7-judge bench that the Electoral Commission was involved in a series of fraudulent manipulation aimed at denying him the win in the August 9th general elections. The Supreme Court judges expected to listen to the case are President of the Supreme Court Lady Justice Martha Koome, Lady Justice Philomena Mbete Mwilu, Justice Mohamed Kadar Ibrahim, Justice Dr. Smokin Wanjala, Lady Justice Njoki Susanna Ndungu, and Justice Isaac Lenaola. The Azimio team, armed to the teeth, has a team of lawyers comprising of senior counsels Feroz Norji, Philip Mulgor, James Orengo, and Amos Wako. Supporting the senior counsels will be seasoned legal minds Professor Tom Ojienda, Daniel Maanzo, Otende Amolo, and Mutula Kilonzo Jr., while another team led by constitutional lawyer Paul Mwangi will be responsible for compiling data that will form part of the evidence. The evidence and submission have one agenda: to convince the judges that the DP Ruto's declaration was not valid. The team looks at tabling a damning audit report that highlighted that rogue IEBC employees had manipulated login credentials to manipulate the voter register that included transferring polling stations without oversight. The report exposed major security loopholes in the 2022 voter register, revealing that there were 14 mysterious returning officers who had been running the IEBC Integrated Database Management System (IDMS). The report unearthed weak password systems and login details of ghost electoral officials. Pointing to the possibility of hackers accessing the database, the report revealed existence of 10 users named Embakasi South Clerks. Additionally, there were 11 active generic accounts on the automated biometric system and another 2 ABIS users with the same login identification. Further scrutiny of the register revealed that the RO user accounts in IDMS were not allocated to the named users. Readying themselves for the legal showdown starting this coming week, the Kenya Kwanza team has assembled a team led by President Uhuru Kenyatta's former lawyer Fred Ngatia and senior counsel Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi. Other lawyers in the team include Adrian Kamodho, Elias Mutuma, Collins Kiprono, and Emmanuel Kibet. The IEBC team comprises of former Attorney General Professor Githu Muigai, who will be working with lawyers Kamau Karori, Abdikadir Mohamed, Eric Gumbo, Wambua Kilonzo, Peter Wanyama, George Murugu, Mahat Somani, Cyprian Wekesa, and Edwin Mukele. As the petition deadline fast approaches, the Azimio team intends to table evidence showing that an irreparable split within the commission made it impossible to procedurally verify tallying and publicly announce results, which they argue would have shown a different outcome from what Chebukati pronounced on Monday. Some of the issues that the lawyers seek to point out include: the lawyers will cite an abnormal turnout of voters in some parts of the country in favor of the Kenya Kwanza alliance, suspect application of electronic devices used in voter registration and voting, and irregularities and discrepancies in the final results. The Electoral Commission's decision to grant universal access to Form 34A, B and C in the online portal, which they say opened a window for manipulation of the documents. They also seek to provide evidence that tallying was not fully completed at the time the chair Wafula Chebukati declared President-elect William Ruto as the winner of the poll, since the results of 28 constituencies were not verified. The commission, however, was hit by a fallout that pitted 4 commissioners against 3, making it dysfunctional in the hours leading to the announcement of the poll results. The petition claims that the final tally announced by Chebukati is invalid since the commission never sat to verify and consider spoilt votes. The group, led by Vice Chairperson Juliana Cherera, walked out of the Bomas of Kenya to announce their disassociation with the final results at the Serena Hotel. They cited opaqueness in the process. The IBC team is preparing for a bruising battle since the nullification of the results will give Chebukati the dubious record of having bungled 2 presidential elections in a row after the 2017 one was nullified. Brian Amwai, Look Up TV, Nairobi. All right, now